was always a priority, something that we'd send out to other fans in the area that would keep them up to date with what was going on with Doctor Who. Nationally over in England with the production of the series, and locally what was being shown, what conventions were happening, that type of stuff. Events they could come to here where they could meet other fans. I really thought of it as a way for these people, many of whom were very young, to express their talents for the first time in a public way, whether that be artwork or writing. And I thought it was really experimental.
We've had a large, diverse newsletter over the years. We started with general news, Doctor Who con information, which also went on to Star Trek cons as well as other series like X-Files and whatnot. Fan fiction, which we were always very interested in doing in our newsletter. I think our newsletter was one of the first that started specifically with fan fiction in the newsletter.
There's been one column that has been in the newsletter. It's been in practically every single newsletter, and that's Fred's Reflections from the Vortex. There were other long-running columns like we had The Companions, or Memoirs of a Time Lord, sort of. It started in May, going strong. Maybe 6 months to a year later, Fred's fiction piece, Log of the Somerset, which started actually in one of the writing and art contest issues. Of course, we had the comics, and of course, most recently are the Doctor Who book reviews with the New Adventures, the Missing Adventures, and now with the Benny Adventures. There's just so much stuff. Trying to remember it in 10 years, it's really tough. And then Kate Orman, who I can pretty much say is an acclaimed author of the Doctor Who New Adventures. She wrote a short story, put it on the internet, and gave us permission to print it, which was so awfully nice of her.
Technology has led to all kinds of advances when it comes to collecting news for the newsletter. In the past, I subscribed to Doctor Who Magazine and Dreamwatch Bulletin and acquired 95% of my news from those two sources. Nowadays, it's just a matter of going on the internet, checking out the news groups, checking out various websites, and collecting data from there and putting it together. And usually we can get news fairly quickly. Also, new merchandise, updates on the Doctor Who movie were also constantly updated on the internet. And it was fascinating to go on the news groups and read hundreds of articles on the movie.
Contributing members would come to the house with either typed or handwritten articles, and if they were handwritten, they'd be typed, and if they already typed, we pretty much keep them as they were. And it wasn't a very professional operation. We did a lot of pasting and gluing, and that's the way it was done for quite a few years. In 1990, I think it was, we purchased a computer, and that was the first time where we could type everything into that computer, and it could be printed out in a more easily printable format. People could also give us discs, and we could print out the information.
I would go to the Courtney house every week, like on a Monday or Tuesday, whenever I had a day off from Kmart, and type. Technology-wise, the newsletter has grown in leaps and bounds. It is now on a new computer running Windows 3.1. It's on a word processor. It's about as state-of-the-art as you're going to get short of desktop publishing. And it looks really good.
And when I was playing with my computer one day is when I found the different possibilities for like the new outlines and doing it in columns and whatnot. And that's when I made a printout of one that I had already been working on and gave to Joy, and actually put it up to everyone, and everyone said yeah.
So new technologies have made it very easy to create a newsletter. Everyone has compatible word processors. So there's no longer typing, it's just a matter of collecting discs, putting them into the computer and formatting them and
So I really think, in a way, the newsletter has matured. But that's mostly because the members of the club have matured. No longer are we panic-stricken, immature children. We are grown adults, physically anyway. And the newsletter, I think, has reflected that.
When we started out, Joy and I operated the nights out of a file cabinet in our basement. And we kind of always thought, well, if we had a room to organize this in, maybe it would be a little more organized. It would be a lot of fun for people to think of a room in the house as being theirs, because these people have really become part of the family. By 1992, we had completed the office for the 5th anniversary of the Knights. Recently, things have gotten a little disorganized in the office, and we said, well, we got to get the office back in shape for the 10th anniversary. I was really excited to see the enthusiastic support we're getting from people in the club. I think it's going to be better looking than it ever was before, and we're talking about expanding it into the next room. So I think it'll really be a testament to the first decade of this group.
One of the first things when we started to work at conventions is we wanted to promote the club. So naturally we would set up a club table where we would have usually our latest newsletter as well as past issues of the newsletter. Membership forms. We would sit down, talk to the fans that came over to ask what we were about.
The first convention we really prepared actively for was the Doctor Who Holiday Extravaganza, which was in December of 1990. And it was our first opportunity to set up a Doctor Who table, our own club table, a Knights table. And so one thing I wanted was a banner. I wanted a banner that would represent the Knights, tell everyone who we were, because it seemed kind of traditional that other clubs have their banners. And the banner that I designed is right behind me. Designed it specifically for that occasion.
We worked with other people promoting cons in general. Specifically, the first 2 years we worked with Make-A-Wish con in Springfield.
From August until until November when the convention actually happened, the whole club went into overdrive, getting those fanzines ready, planning the table, planning a Doctor Who video room that we ran out of one of the suites on the 4th floor of the hotel. And that kind of set the tone for the first 3 WishCon conventions. This
We would also have a club room occasionally, which was basically more club show stuff. We would show Doctor Who videos.
Gave them like pieces of paper that explains the Knights of the White Guardians and what we're all about. And they asked how do they come and get involved, and I show them that there was an application that they could fill out.
club would just kind of go into a frenzy, starting with the summer all the way till Veterans Day weekend in November to get ready for those shows. And after that, we just kind of breathed a sigh of relief.
Being a member of the Knights can be a lot of work, but there certainly is time for fun.
Hello, Knights. Happy 10th anniversary. Hope there's another 10 more.
Oh, okay. Hi. I wanted to wish you guys a happy 10th anniversary, and I haven't known you guys too long, but I very much enjoyed the time I've spent with you here at John's house and also up at Lake George. And I hope you guys continue to stay together and continue growing as a group and enjoy your time. And I think it's incredible you guys have been together so long. I try to think about having, you know, the same group of friends for 10 years, and it just seems, I mean, I know I'm younger than you guys, but it seems pretty intense. So I hope you continue with that intensity and enjoy yourselves. And if you ever come to Israel, you should come visit me. I'm hopefully going to be moving there soon. And it's a great place to come. Beautiful beaches, you know, it's great. You know, if I come back to the States, I'll come visit. And that's all.
Start whenever. Happy 10th anniversary, Knights. It's been fun knowing you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to hang around and see you guys some more often.
Well, I'd like to just say happy anniversary to the Knights, and the years I've been with the club have been most enjoyable. I look forward to many more years together, and Grendel would like to say something.
We're back! This is the Knights of the White Guardian. Happy 10th anniversary.
That was timed really bad. Really timed.
Okay.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. To the Knights of the White Guardian. Happy 10th anniversary to the Knights of the White Guardian. Yes, 10th one. Okay.
Happy anniversary to the Knights of the White Guardian.